A team of university students has claimed a provisional Guinness World Record. Their solar-powered electric car travelled 1,000 kilometres on a single charge in under 12 hours. And to talk about it, joining me live now is Team Principal, Professor of Practice, Richard Hopkins. Professor, thanks so much for your time. Look, there hasn't been a lot of sun in eastern Australia recently. How did you do it?
Well, we were lucky enough. We were in Victoria, and strangely enough, we had some sun. Look, the car isn't absolutely reliant on sun. We do have an onboard battery, so we can run on cloudy days. We can even run at night. The sun is there via the solar panels to enhance the overall performance of the vehicle. So certainly to claim this new world record, albeit provisionally, it was good that we did have a sunny day. It certainly did aid and help that performance and got us across the line. Guinness set us a time of 12 hours, and we were in maybe by the skin of our teeth by just over 7 minutes.
Well, congratulations. So how does the Sunswift 7 compare to other electric cars like Teslas? We can see on screen it looks quite different. So what's the typical range for a commercial EV on a single charge compared to this car?
Look, if we want to compare it to a Tesla, because that's maybe an EV that everybody out there knows, a Tesla Model S has a range of around 500 kilometres, maybe a little bit more, but that uses a much bigger battery than ours. So that's 100 kilowatt hours. We're less than half the size, but maybe up to 3 times the range, which is quite incredible. So up to around 1,300 kilometres. Tesla Model S, it's a production car. Yes, it has all those safety devices and creature comforts. It has carpets and things like that. Our car doesn't have air conditioning, nor does it even have windscreen wipers. So we need to remember this is a non-production prototype, very much a concept car. Only weighs 560 kilos, incredible aerodynamics, a drag coefficient of 0.09 and rolling resistance. That means you just push the car very gently and it will continue to go on and on. So very much a study of efficiency rather than a marker to say that this is a production car of the future.
And you didn't travel 1,000 kilometres in one direction, did you? It was around and round, over and over again around a track.
Yeah, round and round. It got very boring at times, but when you do this sort of thing, boring is good. We like boring. We did it at the Australian Automotive Research Centre just outside of Geelong, just under 4.2 kilometre track. Each of the drivers, all students, had 200 kilometres each to drive. Fantastic that we achieved it.
Well, boring is good, as you say, but the world record attempt, it wasn't without drama, was it? Tell us about that battery issue that almost ruined the whole attempt.
I like to talk about the good things rather than the negative things, but it did add to a bit of drama. You're absolutely right, Kenny. Look, Guinness set us a restriction to say that we were allowed to stop for 15 minutes with a technical issue. Anything longer than 15 minutes meant the record was over. It was null and void. We did have a slight error with our battery management system, the BMS, which is there as a safety measure. If we do have a technical issue with the battery, it shuts the car down. It misread an error and it did shut the car down. The team raced out onto the other side of the track and actually managed to diagnose and fix the problem in 14 minutes and 52 seconds. It was almost like James Bond cutting the wire of the bomb with a second to spare. It certainly had us on the edge of our seats.
Absolutely. And as the world starts to transition to electric vehicles, what can we learn from Sunswift 7? Any breakthroughs?
Look, I think it's just a culmination and focus on technology and efficiency. Sunswift 7 was purely designed for efficiency, not traditional performance that we may recognise as speed and a 0 to 100 time. So I think the way that we've put the ingredients together, how we've developed the technologies with a focus on aerodynamics, rolling resistance, how we manage that technology, how we manage the energy from the battery to the electric motors, from the solar to the electric motors. That's where the key is. And maybe manufacturers going forward could put more of a focus on this. But still, we like good-looking cars. We like style and we like comfort. So it's got to be a compromise somewhere in between.
Well, as an expert in the field, where do you see EV technology 10 years from now? Is it progressing fast in your opinion?
Look, to be honest, maybe we're a little bit behind the eight ball here in Australia. We see other countries a little bit ahead of us. Maybe that's down to government incentives. Maybe we can do a bit of a better job here on that. I think it's happening, but we are behind everybody else. We also have our issues here with the size of the country. So creating a supporting infrastructure for EV ownership is a challenge here, just because of the size of the country and relatively low population. But we will get there. We will get there for sure. Will battery EV technology be the way forward? Maybe lithium-ion batteries aren't the only solution out there. As we all know, there's not enough lithium-ion on the planet to solution every car in everybody's driveway. So I think we need to look at alternatives, alternative battery technology. Maybe hydrogen will have a part to play going forward, and for sure solar.
Professor Richard Hopkins, great to chat. We'll talk to you again soon, hopefully.
Cheers, Kenny. Thanks for that.